Wings and Waves is the largest water park in all of Oregon, and it is a quirky one. This is an indoor water park part of the Evergreen Aviation and Space Museum. The park is most famous for featuring an actual airplane on the roof, and multiple water slides start from within that plane. So is this park worth visiting, or is it just a gimmick? Find out in this review of Wings and Waves. Evergreen was an aviation company headquartered in McMinnville, Oregon. The company was founded back in 1960, and they operated for 54 years before closing due to bankruptcy. In 1991, the Evergreen Aviation Museum opened across the highway from the company's headquarters. In 2008, the Space Museum opened adjacent to the Aviation Museum. Today, the two museums have more than 50 different aircrafts, spacecrafts, and drones. Then in 2011, the complex opened Wings and Waves, an indoor water park. The overall complex has undergone 4 bankruptcies, but it was purchased at liquidation by Bill Stoller in 2020, allowing it to live on. Wings and Waves not only opened as the largest indoor water park in Oregon, but became the state's largest overall water park too. These records still stand to this day. I believe the original vision for the water park was to have an educational focus about water and aviation, but it's all about the fun nowadays. And this place makes an incredible first impression. As you approach the park, it is impossible to miss the Boeing 747 perched atop the roof. This was once a real airplane that flew over 25 million miles throughout its lifespan. Now it's an iconic decoration. And it's functional too, as the park's 4 main water slides start in the fuselage. The main park covers just over 70,000 square feet, which is a solid size for an indoor water park, and it thankfully does not have a warehouse feel like a lot of indoor parks. The giant glass windows on the side of the building let in plenty of natural light. Then you have a neat aesthetic. Each slide is a different color. Then you have all sorts of aircrafts and spaceships scattered about the park. I also like the custom PA announcements given in the style of an in-flight announcement, complete with your captain speaking. Most water parks have a woodsy or tropical theme, so it's definitely cool to see something different, especially because of how far the park leans into it. Wings and Waves is compact and easy to navigate. The front half has the slides. The back half has the wave pool and remaining facilities. This includes a gift shop, changing rooms, and the park's lone eatery. Called the Milky Way Cafe, this is actually located on the second floor, so the seating area offers a great view overlooking the attractions. Now, I cannot comment on the food quality though because I didn't get anything, and I'm not sure how many guests do at this park's extremely short hours. The park is open for just 4-hour blocks. Some days, there is only a single 4-hour session. During peak periods, you have 2 different sessions, one starting in the morning and a second one starting in the afternoon. The park is always open Friday through Sunday. Then the park is open the remaining weekdays during school vacation periods. The different time blocks is definitely a weird setup, but 4 hours is plenty of time to experience all the attractions given this park's size and attendance levels. In fact, you probably can comfortably experience everything in half that time if you are pressed for time. I visited on a summer weekend. The park seemed quite popular with families, but the 4 main slides hovered around the 15 to 20 minute mark most of the day. The most popular slide tended to be Nosedive, the park's bowl slide, which isn't too surprising, and lines are kept open right up until park closing time. These slides are serviced by 2 staircases. The one closest to the main entrance services Sonic Boom and Nosedive, 2 of the tube slides. The one further back brings you to the Tailspin Tube slide and the Mach 1 body slide. Sometimes it can be a bit chaotic when multiple slides share the same staircase, but the lines were clearly marked here, and guests were sticking to the proper sides. The top platform does get a bit hectic as you have multiple lifeguards calling out each slide color. They will call a color followed by an action. Either someone waiting in the slide will be told to dispatch, or someone will be called to load up. Staff members are fairly friendly though, just vocal. The tube slides all have minimum height requirements of 42 inches, making them very family friendly. They allow single or double tubes. The park offers complimentary single tubes for all rides. However, if you want to ride in pairs, be prepared to arrive early and pay a bit extra. The only way to get a double tube here is to rent one from the gift shop, and these can sell out. I arrived midday through a session, and they were already gone. I don't agree with these being both limited in quantity and behind a paywall. Double tubes will cost you an extra $8. At least the other things are cheap, especially for an indoor water park. As of 2023, admission costs $36 per person at the ticket booths. You get a bit of a discount if you buy in advance online, as with most parks. While that does seem a bit steep for a park with just 4 major water slides, indoor water parks in general always seem to cost more than outdoor water parks of comparable size. Keep in mind, this place needs to keep the air and water temperature comfortable year-round. Both are kept in the low to mid-80s. On the bright side, you don't need to pay for parking. There's a big free lot right outside the building. And this place also has some of the cheapest lockers I've ever seen in a water park. Most parks charge $15 to $20 for a locker nowadays. Here, small lockers are $5, and large lockers are just $7. Rather than a keypad, you have a wristband that activates a knob lock. You buy these lockers at the gift shop as with the tube rentals. Now let's move on to the fun stuff, the park's attractions. The 4 main slides stand 6 stories tall, and they start in that aforementioned airplane. Mach 1 is the lone body slide. It is smooth and has good length. The slide is also dark for portions, but it ultimately is fairly mild. You do have an exciting finale though. You have a very tight spiral that pulls some good G's, and then you are shot into the pool. I was pretty dizzy at this point and disoriented when I hit the water. The 2 standard tube slides are Sonic Boom and Tailspin. Sonic Boom is the yellow slide that's open for much of the descent. Tailspin is the blue slide that's entirely enclosed. Both are average in terms of speed and intensity, but they do have solid duration. The park also offers a $10 virtual reality upcharge for Sonic Boom. I didn't try this, nor did I see anyone else trying it, so I cannot speak on the quality or impact to operations. The best slide is easily Nosedive. This is a unique take on the tube bowl slide. Most of these start off with a big drop into the bowl. This one has some slower turns at the start in the dark, so you can't quite anticipate when the main drop will begin. It is a shallow plunge, but it's long and builds up good speed. Then you have the fun visual spiraling around the toilet bowl. For smaller guests, you have 2 water play areas and both look great. The kiddie slides and spray ground take place around a rocket ship. Then the water fortress is themed to an Oregon forest with a helicopter perched atop it. These were big hits with the younger crowd. Then you also have some pools. There's an activity pool towards the front of the park with some basketball hoops. Then there's Splashdown Harbor, a 90,000-gallon wave pool in the back of the park. This is capable of 6 unique wave motions, but the wave functionality was unfortunately broken the day I visited. Nonetheless, the pool was packed with families. The park also has a big video screen above the pool. On select days, the park will play family-friendly films, and the schedule is posted online in advance. Viewing a film from within a wave pool would definitely be a neat venue. 2 cons with this park's lineup though. 1. There oddly is no lazy river. This is a staple at most water parks, even indoor ones. 2. The park has not added any new slides since its inception. I would love to see another tower added in the future if the park continues to do well and has room for it. So do I recommend visiting Wings and Waves? I think this is a cool park. I think it's a fantastic option for families between its size and offerings. The aviation theme is neat, and the slide lineup is very approachable. Thrill seekers may be underwhelmed here with the offerings, but I still had an enjoyable few hours here given the fun atmosphere. And for locals, this is easily the best water park in the area. This is super easy to add onto a visit to the Evergreen Space and Aviation Museum considering it is right there. If you're on an amusement park trip, this park is roughly 45 to 60 minutes from either Enchanted Forest or Oaks Amusement Park. It is quite easy to pair this water park with one of those other 2 parks. Until this park adds some more extreme slides, I don't foresee myself returning, but I am most certainly glad I saw this iconic water park with a plane on the roof. So those are my thoughts on Wings and Waves, the unique indoor water park in Oregon. What are your thoughts on this aviation themed park? Have you been there? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.